All right, everyone, welcome back. It's IndieSN right here with another exciting matchup. I'm super excited for this match because I've been waiting all week to cast this game. I first saw it on GoForGo.net, and this is an exciting match. I can't wait because we are watching a 60th Japanese Judan semi-final round. So this tournament is pretty much for that Judan title, and we have none other than Shibano Toramaru, who is playing as the Blackstones. He is a 9-dan professional holding, as of 2020, three titles, and he's been gifted, or he's earned the right to have this accomplishment, which is becoming the first teenage Meijin. Yes, you heard me, Meijin, at the age of 19. But his opponent is none other than Sada Atsushi. I'm mispronouncing that name, I do apologize, but he is not someone to be taken lightly as well. He's won several prizes, the Reason Prize and the Nagai Prize. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he is also a professional Go player holding the rank of 7-dan professional Go, and he is playing in the White Stone. So this is an exciting match. I can't wait. Let's get started because they are going to take standard openings. So we do have that standard star point opening, 4-4 opening up into a 3-4, or actually 4-4-4-4 for the white, and the I guess 4-4-4-4 for the black as well. But what we do have is an invasion from Sada in the top right hand corner right here, playing the common Joseki pattern, which is a little bit more common nowadays, at least with the matches that I've seen. I've seen a lot of professional players go in for that 3-3 invasion with the extension and then a knight's move away. This is a much simpler Joseki to remember, and it's actually been pretty good, at least with the games I've played with. It's been a very, very nice Joseki, very easy to remember, especially for a beginner like myself. Now we do have another approach right here from the black, from Shibano, going in for the knight's move and for the shoulder hit. Now he's going to go in for that 3-3 invasion. We do see white being a little bit more concentrated right here, but I believe we are going to have a common Joseki pattern where Shibano will play at the D2 positioning, or maybe extend up at the C4. No, he's gonna cut through. I guess with that shoulder hit, he is threatening to be like, hey, are you gonna let me through? If you're gonna let me through, I'm gonna take it, because why would you play a shoulder hit if that was not your original intent? And now maybe, just maybe, Shibano will take that D2 positioning and follow up with the connect at the C2. But we do have a threat right here, the Atari threat, where black can play at the C6 positioning. So will he answer with the connect? No, he will not. He's actually going to do a double Hane approach right here on these two stones, threatening to kill those two stones. So what is Shibano's plan? Shibano's like, you know what? You can try it. I'm going to do a Hane on your Hane. I'm going to do a Hane, and then you're going to be forced to connect. And right now, what we see right here, potentially another Hane right here, threatening the Atari of this stone, just to fully defend this little wall right here. And that's exactly what we do see. And what we see right now is now black has the upper hand. He does have Sente, and he could put a lot of pressure on these 4 stones right here, but he does have to defend the cutting points right here, just so that white doesn't have the chance to actually just come on into this little corner. But I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue right now. Yes, white has several forcing moves right here, but it's a-okay. What black does need to do is fortify and connect his groups in the bottom left-hand corner. We do see a huge wall forming up, and you know when you are forming a wall, you're going to be facing the side that you want to go towards. So we do see Sada building a 4-stone wall here, and it wouldn't be surprising if an extension does occur in this general area. Now Sada does not want Shibano to take a corner positioning. He's trying to reduce as much as he can using those forcing moves, using his Sente, and just having at it. One more space extension would be actually quite nice. But no, he's going to try to save his 4 stones right here by traveling on the second line. And, you know, traveling on the second line is not a super ideal situation. The reason why is because as you travel on the second line, say that the opponent does let you travel, you are only gaining 1 point per stone that you place down, which is extremely inefficient. But if you need to make a life in that area, that's one way to do it. But we do see that Shibano is going to do that big surround. He's going to defend his cutting points right here, and most likely there will be a nice extension in these given areas. Now, Shibano does have to watch out for a potential approach on his 4/4 stone with an extension from Sada. That's a nice little move right there. Potentially even a reduction on his not extension. It's a reduction, reducing his. What is that term? I can't remember the term off the top of my head because I'm doing this live and my brain is farting right now. So anyways, we could reduce the extension even further right here. This is not really an extension. I forgot what it is called off the top of my head. I do apologize. But we do see the Knight's Move Invasion. Now, I did say it to be right here, but this is also a nice move because no matter which side Sada plays, or Shibano pincers on this stone, then Sada can either go left or right depending on the situation. And it looks like Sada will stand up after that kick, forcing the potential breakthrough right here in this wall on the Q2 and 4 line. And most likely he's going to take a 3 space extension, putting a lot of pressure on these 3 black stone group right here. As well as getting some third line influence. So he is going to try to connect this. This play right here is a nice play. It does build a base. It would not be strange if we do see a 2 space extension doing a shoulder hit right here on this stone, threatening to come on in. I do see that as being a potential. We do have a lot of big points right here. These 3 stone wall right here, I would love to see Sada playing somewhere in the middle right here just to reduce that potential. We do see Shibano now taking a 3/3 corner. He does see that there's a lot of pressure on these stones right here. There's a lot of concentration of black and white stones. And so playing elsewhere, tanuking out and try to do something might be of benefit. He does see that this 4 stone wall is pointing in this direction, and he doesn't really want Sada to pretty much gain this whole entire territory. So try to disrupt that, either playing a approach move or even just invading the 3/3 to reduce the amount of potential there is a good alternative. And so we do see a common Joseki pattern. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a double Hane or even an extension at this point. But I believe the extension, no, the double Hane is going to be nice. Even if there's an Atari right here, this will go into somewhat of a trade exchange where Sada is going to gain the outer influence and Shibano is going to maintain his control in the left-hand corner. At least that's what I feel this variation is going to break down to. So we do see that most likely he is going to Atari right here, preventing the capture of this one stone. And Sada is going to pretty much sacrifice that stone. That's a-okay. He might even extend right here and try to build an extension over here on the top right-hand side. Whoa, that is very interesting. Okay, so this is a newer variation than what I'm used to seeing. I know this is a common variation, but I don't see this too often. But he is going to take, and he's pretty much going to give Sada this left side while he's going to take the middle. And so he pretty much these 2 stones are sacrificed. And we're gonna probably see something going on, maybe 1 space up or even extension out, or just tanuki and try to do something, putting a lot more pressure on these 3 stones. Now these 3 stones are a very weak group right here. The white stones here is considered to be somewhat weak right now. An extension will be right here, but if Shibano is able to keep Sente, he might even start putting a lot of pressure, either extending right here, or what he's doing right now is playing inside. Yes, the capping move may be imminent right here. Shibano is probably going to either extend downwards towards this area, which I don't think that's the proper move. I think he is going to pretty much Hane right here, forcing Sada to play within his territory, and then Shibano will be gaining the outer wall influence right here. And so we do see this quite often, maybe a potential capping right here or cutting point right here just to prevent that. Exactly. So you guys see, I have been studying like crazy. I have been playing a lot more Go lately, and my game has improved. I've been playing against AI quite often. I know that that's not typically normal, but I am testing a lot of fundamental approaches and building an expansion during the early opening stages of the game. So I do practice a lot with AI. I personally feel that it is somewhat a little bit of a disservice because AI has a typical way of playing, and if you want to have that variation, just that non-systematic play style, play against a human player. That's always great. But we do see this wall being built. We do see an Atari on this white stone, and most likely Sada is going to try to come out into this right-hand corner of the board. But I don't know. I don't know what is to happen right now. We do see that Black has four-ish groups to defend now. He does have one group right here, another group in the middle. Maybe this group is attached to that group. That's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. And we do see White's group is generally, yes, there's one group right here. That's fine. This white group is intermingled with the black group right there. That's fine. So that's 2. And so we have an even amount of group numbers. But we do see that Sada is going to try to reinforce this area, keeping his stones connected, having great shape, which is key. From at least in my experience, building your shape is probably the most important thing for early DDKs and SDK players. Right now, I'm improving my game in trying to maintain my shape and paying attention to the direction of the game. And so I've been noticing a lot that a lot of professional players, they will try to keep most of their stones connected, or they have read out 10, 20 moves ahead and knows in specific situations those stones can survive. And so what we do see is shape being built. He's going to do a 1 stone extension right here, and potentially play in this position, or even hunting right here, just to prevent the cutting points from happening. And so we do see one more space. We can see that Sada really just wants 6-line territory. I mean, if he's able to maintain that 6-line territory right here all the way down, let's see how many points that is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish, maybe 6-ish if he's able to hold on to all of that. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is already right here, just this box alone. If he's able to maintain that box alone, that's already 30 freaking points on the board, which is a enormous amount of points. But what we do see is that center is still fair game, and we do see Black starting to extend towards the center. He is going to do some pokies right here. He's going to poke at White's shape and probably build on top of that momentum, trying to extend outwards. He is going to reduce White quite a bit, putting a lot of pressure on these stones right here, forcing White to be condensed in one given area, and through that maybe he's going to extend out towards the center of the board and gaining as much territory as he can that way. Excuse me. Now, what White's doing is White is ramming himself into the Black's territory right here on these 6-ish stones, but White does see that there's a lot of potential right here. So what he's going to do is he's going to pretty much shoulder hit this 2-stone group right here. Predictably, what this could mean is that he's probably wanting Black to go through and cap in, and so that he can start building a nice wall this direction. But the black stones are not going to fall for that. Instead, he's going to just take a step back, make sure his stones are connected. He doesn't want to get disconnected here. He wants to make sure that his stones are connected. Then most likely there will be an extension up somehow, capping. But if this turns into a ladder, which it's not going to turn into a ladder, but if it does, it's not really going to do much. Okay. But now we do see that white is slowly breaking through black's wall right here, and it's going to start influencing or start spilling out in towards the center of the map. Ooh. And so we do see these space extension. One space, just keeping everything connected, not going to play anything crazy. We are up against a Meijin title opponent, and so Sada is playing extra cautious. He's not going to go for that 2 space extension or 1 space extension, but he is going to make sure that his stones are safely connected with each other. And so what we do see right here is now he's going to try to prevent black from extending out further, and he's going to try to extend this way, maybe connecting his group right here. We do see Shiba trying to poke at Sada's group right here. This group is somewhat still weak. There isn't really an eye right here. Maybe you can say that this is an eye right here, or even this is an eye. But his stones are still fairly weak, and there is a lot of points of disconnection right here that can happen. And so the Atari right here is to pretty much play towards this disconnecting point, but that isn't going to happen because Sada immediately knows that he has to connect his group. Otherwise, these 4 stones are going to be disconnected and they're going to be in a lot of trouble. And so this is what we see. These 2 stones are essentially sacked for as of now. These are sacrificial stones. No matter where Shiba plays, these 2 stones are dead. But that's only 2 points. And now what we do see is Shiba's trying to save his 3 stones. Now he's going to go in for an extension. He is going to be putting pressure on either of these groups, depending on which way Sada plays. He can either go up or down, putting pressure on this white group or these white groups right here. But Sada is like, you know what? You can try to do whatever. I'm going to cap you so that you don't spill out into the middle. But Shiba is like, you know what? Cap me. I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on your stones right here. I do see that you have 3 stones of mine that is stuck for now. But that's you're not gonna win this. And so Sada's like, okay, well, if I'm not gonna win this, then I'm gonna shoulder hit you and I'm gonna protect my stones. And she was like, you know what? You fell right into my trap. I'm gonna do a knight's move away and try to spill out into the middle. And most likely there will be an extension down here to protect this 1 stone from getting cut off. Now, there's still a cutting point right here facing a massive wall. That could be useful, but if white does do that, potentially a double Hane might threaten these 2 stones. And that's something that we don't really want right now. Most likely, he's going to do a double Hane anyways. I thought he was going to defend this, but no, he's going to do a double Hane. He's going to start building his outer perimeter. And, you know, we're going to see an Atari. And he's going to have to extend. He's going to probably extend somehow, or he's going to do a 1 spacer trying to kill these 2 stones out. So we do see that extension. So Sada has to be very careful. Most likely he's going to be forced to take this 1 stone. With this 1 space extension, it does force Sada to do something because an Atari is imminent if he doesn't take that 1 stone. And so now we do see a nice little wall on the outside. So Shiba is really pretty much saying, you can't have your 30 points originally. You can't have this 30 points. I'm going to reduce, reduce, and reduce. And while I'm reducing, I'm going to start building my territory up right here. And I'm just going to, you know, just wedge myself right there. Just wedge. And so we do see that. We do see white's trying to pretty much reduce black's territory now and trying to make something of it. I would love to see white play right here, but this stone is in a lot of trouble. I don't think white can save this 1 stone right here. If he's able to save this 1 stone, he can capture these 3 stones, which would give him this top right side of the board. But we do see an extension from his massive group right here. He is going to do a one space extension, and Shiba's going to cap him. And so Sada's going to return the response by doing a shoulder hit. Most likely Shiba's going to extend one down. No, he's going to poke at shape even more. He doesn't want Sada to have enough room to form ice spaces. So he's going to do a one more space jump. He's going to force Sada to pretty much connect all of his groups into one condensed piece. And maybe we might even see a elephant's eye move right here. One space extension, like I said, just a drop down right there. And he's going to force... He's pretty much forcing Sada to turn right back into the wall right here, into the edge of the board. And we can see that directional play is just kind of racetracky, trying to move it over, preventing any room from building any eye shape. And so right now, like I said, I can pretty much see one eye forming somewhere around here, potentially. So this group is by far... still under some threat. Now, it might not be enormous amounts of threat, but there is still some threat with this. But I think right now, after playing the cutting positions right here, Sada will find himself being able to live with one more additional eye. And I think that's the end of that aggression, but look what happened. Yes, Sada is now able to live with his big, chain right here. But Shibano, he has a nice wall. He has another wall right here, and it's loosely connected right here with a knight, with a large knight's move right here. I would actually love to see Sada doing an attachment right here, trying to disconnect this one stone from this long chain. That would put a lot of pressure on this weak group right here, potentially. Now, I say weak group because I feel like these groups are not connected with this group just yet, just due to the extreme large knight's move right here. It can be easily cut. And so just being able to cut a knight's move into a large knight's move right here would be pretty nice. Could potentially even save this one stone. This stone is, dead already. But as long as you can, capture these three stones, that would be really cool. That would be fantastic if you're able to do that. And so what we do see is Sada's going in for an extension, not an extension, but going in for an extension. I guess you could say this is an extension, trying to reduce Black's territory. And we can see that, a nice move in here. I'm seeing right here, like one of these three spots. I don't know why that just appeared to me, but it's one of those three spots. I feel like potentially White has a move that could work in there. We do see White is doing a shoulder hit on these three stones, trying to break his way into trying to break his way into White's territory. And reducing. We do see this big territory forming right here for Black. This is huge. This is enormous. I mean, this is how many points right here is this? This is what, 4, 8. Okay, I'm gonna do by fours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8-ish. So this is 32 points. So this is roughly around 30-ish points just for Black right here. And that's not even counting these 4 points that he has. But that's 34 points, 32 points. And that was originally this big area right here. And now Black is in a dominating lead. I mean, his territory that I'm looking at right now is just phenomenal. And we also have this little bit of corner right here. This is a massive amount of territory. And what does White have? White has this, right? And maybe this. Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, maybe. I mean, those 4 territories right there, I don't think is equal to even this massive territory or this massive territory. I mean, that's how many points is this for White? What did he has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about 10 points. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. So that's what, 4, 8, 12, 16-ish, 16, 17, 18, maybe 18 points right here. 18 plus 10, that's 28. These two is already this, and obviously this bit right here is probably not equal to this bit. So white is somewhat behind in this game for territories, so we're gonna have to see what happens. Now the good thing is white does have these 3 stones up here, I believe, these 3 stones up here. But we do see the kill right here on this 1 stone, so now no more shenanigans can happen with these 3 stones. I mean, yes, Sada tried to do something by playing a forcing move, but I don't think that's going to work. And so now it looks like we're about to hit endgame. I don't think the fighting is going to happen anymore. We do see white trying to fill out the borders at this point, and every little point counts for Sada right now. I mean, it is an extremely close match. I actually have no idea who's going to win. But this is a really, really close match, because if Sada is able to play endgame really, really well, like I said, this big territory is already equivalent to this bit and this bit. But now I didn't count this one because I forgot to. And so now that I'm looking at it again, it might be the same. And this little bit right here for white plus this is probably going to be equivalent to this for black, as well as potentially this little bit, and white has this little bit right here. So if I'm looking at the amount of territories right now and the massiveness of these territories, I want to say that black still has somewhat of a lead, just by several points. The game is looking fairly close, and if white's able to get a good chunk of this center group right here, even just like this amount of territory, this could be a good sign for white. Now this is a forced move. White is going to be forced to play right here, playing that connecting move, because if he doesn't, it will be an Atari next turn for black. So he will be playing right there, and what we're going to see is now that was a Gote move for black. So now black has a Sente move. He's going to immediately take this 1 stone because he probably sees that there might be some shenanigans later on. But I don't think that stone was necessary? Question mark? I mean, he could start breaking through just for the funsies of it. But I guess not. Now he's going to really try to go after these 3 stones right here. I don't think that's possible. White just has to play right here, or even down right here, just to stop black from extending forward. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I mean, white is gonna try to cut through black's territory right here. I mean, these are big game points. This is still like big points right here. So if Shibano doesn't keep track of his end game, he could pretty much give white the end game. And so I don't know. It's a very interesting game right now. I mean, the strategies, I mean, it's amazing. This is a very standardized game, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying it. And as you guys can see, I'm hoping that my knowledge is evolving as I'm doing these casting games, because honestly, I'm seeing so much more now that I've been constantly practicing and playing games and studying. I've been seeing a lot more on the more advanced strategies and how things are really getting picked out. And I do hope to be even better at commentating as the time goes on. And so I am seeing a lot more, and I'm pretty excited about that. And we do see that black is pretty much going to give up this 1 stone, putting these 2 white stones at Atari. And the reason why is because even if he extended upwards, pretty much this T shape will die out if he allows these 2 white stones to connect in the center right here. And so now black is just going to extend one more time. Now he's formulated his 2 eyes right here. So this whole entire group, no matter what, is fully connected. We do have a bamboos joint right here. We do have a knight's extension, or knight's enclosure. That's the word, enclosure. Oh my gosh, finally I remember. But we do see that this whole bottom group is connected for black. And so what we have right here is a couple forcing moves trying to kill out these 3 stones right here, while these 3 stones are now under huge amounts of threat. And I don't know, can we make it? Can he do a 1 space extension? Maybe not. I don't think he can. He does 1 space. White just has to extend 1, and then those 3 stones are dead, but he is forcing it. The only way that he could probably save those 3 stones is if he can get himself into a Ko. If he's able to get himself into a Ko, he does have some Ko threats, and so that will be an amazing Ko threat right there. Huge reduction in points. I mean, if Black is able to win a Ko threat right here in this top corner, if I can get it to play really quickly, there we go. If he's able to do that, that is gonna be roughly around maybe 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish points in territory for endgame results, and that is amazing. And now he's going to take some more endgame right here. Most likely Sada is going to go for a throw-in? Question mark? I mean, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Why play there? I think he was part on Byoyomi, maybe. He was just doing a throw-in at that point. That's interesting. I mean, Shibano can extend 1 more. He is under threat right now, so he's going to be forced to connect. Yeah, that throw-in was a really weird throw-in. I think it was to somehow prevent something. I don't see a way that White could live in this corner, so I think that throw-in was somewhat unnecessary. I mean, yeah, if White was there, he could play right here and pretty much go through, but I think that was pushing it in my opinion. But again, I'm a DDK and these guys are professionals, so they might see something a little bit more than what I currently know in the game of Go. We do see a forcing move right here. This will be Sente for White if he plays right here, potentially. Yes, because we can cut through potentially right here. So Black does have to protect his cutting points right now. There is a cutting point imminent, but we'll see what happens. He's connected, which is really nice. Okay, so I feel that now the last bit of points that we are going to fight for is the center. Exactly, this is the center. White's going to take full advantage of it. He's going to do a 1 space jump right here. Most likely Black might go for a Kasumi. No, he's going to do a monkey's jump right here. And I just learned that. I just learned monkey's jump, guys. So he's going to do a monkey's jump right here to prevent any ice-shaped shenanigans from forming in this area. I believe that was the reason why he might do a wedge right here to block these 4 stones. Question mark? Ooh. Plays here, goes here. Threatens the Atari, must connect. Ooh. Ooh, okay, so there's a lot of Aji, still a little bit of Aji right here. Not a whole ton, but still a little bit. We do see these monkeys jumps right here trying to connect Black all throughout. We do see a connect right here, and most likely White is going to connect right here. So, no, White's going to do a throw-in. Interesting. Why? I honestly think Sada at this point was running out of time. I really think he was on Byoyomi or something like that. I don't know why he would do a throw-in like that. Huh. But we do see most likely this is going to be a 1 space drawback right here, connecting those 3 stones. And we will see White most likely poking through here just to reduce a little bit of Black's territory. Black is probably going to cap and White's going to connect later on. But we do see White forcing Black to fix his cutting points right there. And we can see that White might be taking this little chunk of territory. And, this is amazing because every little bit helps at this point. I still feel that... Ooh, I don't even know who's in the lead in this game right now. Okay, so let's take the territorial count for white. So this is potentially white's territory right here. Now I do know that it's a little reduced right there. So this is white's territory. This over here is also white's territory. White does not have the top corner right there. This bottom bit I don't think is white's territory. I think black is pretty much alive in this area. White's territory might be extending a little bit over here, and potentially no, those are dead. And so let's take account of black's territory. So this is black's territory right here. Okay, just a little bit right here. This is black's territory. Black's territory is this massive chunk right there, as well as this chunk right here. And so if I'm taking a look at the actual overlaps, it seems pretty even. I mean, white has a huge amount of the center control. He has the left side of the control. He has the left side of the board, and he has a little bit of the right middle side. And Shibano has the top and the bottom, and a little bit of the bottom left or right hand corner. This is looking super even. Ooh, white does have to be careful right here. Black. Ooh. Wait, what happened? Oh, snap. Oh. Wait, did white just extended his territory right here? What? What? I didn't see that. Oh my gosh. Is white ahead now? Oh my gosh. What a great move, Sada. I don't know what you did. I don't know how you reduced those liberties, but these 5 stones are dead. Oh. That's amazing. So now white has this. Okay. All right. So we're still in endgame. Oh my gosh. So white just gained another 10, 11, 12-ish points-ish. 11 points. White just gained 10 points. Yeah, let's just be nice here. 10 points. He just gained himself another 10 points with that move. That is amazing. That's amazing. And now he's playing a little bit of just border control right here. Wow. 10 points. I would love to see white play right here. Black is going to be forced to connect. Like I said, there's still some Aji in this little area right here. Okay. Connect the stones right here. White's going to be forced to play right here to keep these stones connected with this group as well. Potentially. Nope. He's just going to take. Why take? What for? What was the point of that? Okay, white's gonna play here, forcing black to connect, reducing black's territorial count by 1. Okay, white does play right here, like I said, forcing black to play right here to prevent white from breaking through, reducing black's territorial point by 1 again. Okay. Okay. Connect. Okay. Extend. Black might extend. Really? There was Aji back here? Really? There was Aji right there? I honestly think they were running out of time. I feel like these moves are moves that we already know we're not going to do much, but because they're running low on time, I think they just went and played it to reset the counter. But what we do see right here is just reduction in points. So white's going to reduce the points. Black is probably going to extend somehow. Maybe. Black is going to move right here. White's probably going to take hold of that single point right there. And I think that is almost game. Yep. So white gained 1 more point right there. And black is probably going to connect. Nope. Black is going to go over here. Okay. And reducing white's territorial count by 1. And both players passed. Wow. What a game. So Sada has 11 captures with 6.5 komi. Shibano has 5 captures. And if we count the territories right now, so let's actually just do a little bit of territorial counting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's already 30 points. This is 30 points for black. And we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this top corner is already 43 points. Okay. 43 points. Plus another, I think this was last time I kind of was roughly around 20-ish, I want to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So roughly around 20-ish. Again, I'm just estimating. I'm not really doing too heavy of accounting. And then right here, this is probably 10, I want to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 12 points right here. So we see that black is standing roughly around 63, 75 points, approximately. We have white's territory right here. I want to say this is roughly around also 15, maybe 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is roughly around 18 points. We do have another 5 right here, 6, 7. So that's 7 plus 18 is 25. And 25 plus another rough estimate of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. 8 times 4 is 32. So roughly around 32. 32 plus 25 is 50. 32 plus 25 is 57. 57 plus the additional 18. Ooh, this is such a close game. Oh, and I forgot this little center bit, which is another like 8 right here. 8-ish points. So this is an extremely close game. So it looks like white might be behind or ahead. I don't know. Let's see the estimated score right now. And the final tally, guys. Final tally. I kid you not. White has won by 0.8 points, 0.5 points officially, I believe. White has won by half a komi. This was such an even match. This was an equal match. I mean, I'm just baffled by how well they all played. I mean, it's so amazing. That's amazing. Wow. Just look at that. By half a komi, white has won. He has beaten Shibano Toramaru in the semifinals. I don't know who's gotten the Judan title just yet, but this is a semifinal match, and Sada Atsushi has won this match. Congratulations, Sada. Really, really well done. This was a fun match, a very well calculated. That end game was incredible. I mean, just being able to take this bottom corner, that to me, woo! I did not see that at all. Otherwise, I was not paying attention to the whole entire game, and you guys probably saw it. But that's it. So, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this cast, and I'm hoping that I'm getting better as well as, you know, me just constantly playing Go now. But if you guys have a match that you guys would like me to review, maybe one of your own, please send me a comment, send me an email in the contact of this YouTube channel. Let me know any other moves that you saw that really stood out in this match, and just give me a thumbs up, share this video. I do hope to get better at casting these Go games and really getting this game a little bit more popular in the Western culture. So that is the goal for this channel, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So guys, until next time, see you guys in the next Go video.